Hi, welcome to my video. Chef Roger, I'm about to make a flourless chocolate cake. I came up with that recipe years ago, 1992, when I got a job as a chef at Pastis restaurant on 3rd Avenue and 79th Street. I got actually my first review in the New York Times that year. A nice little very good here that I got from it. Brian Miller was the writer at the time. Great experience. So there's a little of nostalgia into that recipe I'm going to share with you. It's very simple. You need for that 225 grams of butter that we're going to melt with 250 grams of chocolate. I put that together, combine it. I'm going to put that here and let it melt together. Then I'm going to use 7 eggs here, but I'm going to separate the yolk from the white for that. Here we go. I'm going to use my little eggshell splitter for that. I take my egg. Here, the white's going to go right here. That. I'm going to separate all my eggs this way. I'm going to stir that a little bit. Melt nicely. So I'm on a double boiler here. There is water in that pan, of course, that creates steam to melt everything slowly together. You do not want to melt your chocolate straight onto the heat because it might burn. You know, chocolate doesn't like much of the heat. And if you just boil it, it'll be ruined. In my egg yolk, I'm going to incorporate 1 cup of granulated sugar. Add the sugar to it and we're going to stir it together. I'm going to do what we call blanchir. I'm going to stir those till it becomes yellow pale, blanchir. See how it turns color? Beautiful. Okay, the chocolate and butter is almost melted. It's a nice bittersweet chocolate that I'm using here. I can guarantee you that that recipe is delicious. The chocolate cake will just melt into your mouth. It's a beauty, okay? It's best if you eat it the day you're making it. You know, I'm going to bake it in a water bath. Here I have my pan. I'm going to put it in that roasting pan here in which I have water halfway through the pan here, and I'm going to bake it at 280 degrees Fahrenheit for around an hour. It takes a long time, a good hour, very slowly. So those egg white actually, because the egg white are not going to be beaten or anything, they're just going to be added like that. So they're going to need a little time to cook very slowly and set everything together. So if you eat that cake an hour after it rested, it's when it's the best. If you eat it later on, it's still very, very, very yummy. But if you warm it up, it's even better. Everything is melted. I'm going to add it to the egg mixture. Add everything nicely like that. You mix together. Okay. I'm going to add now my egg whites, just like that. Everything. And stir delicately the whole mixture together. It's a very, very, very simple recipe, as you can see. Make sure you scrub the bottom well because sometimes the chocolate sticks stuck to the bottom. So make sure you go in the bottom and you stir very well everything. If you want to use a whisk, go ahead, but be very gentle. You want to make sure that the egg whites are well incorporated too. So it takes a good 2 minutes to stir that delicately and make sure that everything is well mixed together. Now I'm going to take my pan here and I'm going to put everything into it this way. I lay the pan with some parchment paper for easy release after of the cake. Here we go. I'm going to place that now into that water bath, put that in my oven, 280 degrees Fahrenheit for around an hour. So, my chocolate cake came out of the oven. It stayed in the oven for an hour and 50 minutes. Actually, it was at 300 degrees, not 280 like I said previously. I had it at 300 degrees for an hour and 15 minutes. How do you know it's cooked? You can feel it with your finger. It should be firm, you know. If it goes right through, it's not cooked. You could use also a knife to check. But remember, the knife is not going to come completely clear on that one because there's no flour into it. And when the chocolate is warm, I will say, you know, it's going to stick a little bit to the knife. But you have an idea if you just feel it like that. So I'm going to try to remove that now. Just this way. Put that here. Pull the parchment paper off, like that. Like that. And I should let it set, but at that point here, is actually when it's the best. I'm going to try a little piece. Like that, a little piece right here. You can see here. That's beautiful thing. That's beautiful thing. Delicious. I'm just going to let it set and then I'm going to serve it. I made those beautiful plates here. I'm going to use to do my little presentation. I have guests coming in later on and we're going to enjoy that. Thank you for watching how to make a flourless chocolate cake. Bye bye.